Sawadee krap. Hello and welcome to a Singaporean in Chiang Mai. Thailand was the largest rice exporting country in the world for the longest time. A decade earlier, it was still the largest exporter, reaching 10 million tons in 2009. The next closest at that time was Vietnam, at about 5 million, half of Thailand. After that, Thailand saw a gradual drop in rice export, and by 2012, India shot up out of nowhere to become the largest exporter, in a short span of 2 years, reaching 9.2 million tons, while Thailand had reduced to 7.5. As of now, Thailand is struggling to keep its number 2 spot, targeting to hit 9 million. But that number 2 spot will be half of what India is exporting, over 20 million. Regardless, Thailand is still a major supplier of rice to the world. During the dry season, the fields are left empty, waiting for the rainy season to arrive. Behind the scene, weeds are removed. The telltale signs of dark clouds guide them to prepare the fields. By early April, waters are released from the mountain dams and channeled down the irrigation canals. They will start flooding the fields. There are so many sections in the paddy fields, so it will take time to slowly fill them all up. This is one of the many irrigation canals. They are like blood vessels meandering across the land of paddy fields. They break the embankment to let the water enter the fields, and when the filling is complete, the embankment will be topped up with soil once again. By late May, the fields are ready for planting. By the way, the timing varies year on year, depending on the rain. I understood that they started much later last year, 2023. Many workers come together to plant. It is backbreaking, and you need a lot of people working together to complete the task. When it is complete, it looks rather cute, like a crew cut head. These young plants are nurtured in a nursery before they are planted onto the open field. It must be a heck of a large nursery. Notice that these young shoots are not aligned evenly like a matrix. Well, the Thais are not so particular. As long as there's no obvious gaps, they're okay. This is also a sign of how sabai they are. There's no reason to be so stressed out for the sake of perfection. In July, the water sometimes dries up, but the clayish soil in the paddy field is keeping it moist. The occasional rain also keeps the field wet, or if needed, they can pump the water from the canal. The plant at this stage will still need water, and the clayish soil prevents the water from disappearing into the ground. By August, the paddy had grown visibly. It is now a field of lush green. And with the backdrop of Chiang Mai mountain ranges, this view is so serene. A closer look of the mountains on a sunny day. The shadows from the sun give a true 3D feel to the mountains. September this year, storms had already hit the northern part of Thailand. News of flood was abound in Chiang Rai, but we were spared here in Chiang Mai. But in late September, dark clouds eventually hit Chiang Mai. The heavy thunder showers came for 2 weeks. By early October, sanity returns. The paddy crops at this time can still handle a certain amount of rainfall. And for the remaining part of October, the yellow grains of rice started showing, green below and yellow polka dots at the top. During this time, downtown Chiang Mai experienced its worst flood ever. People were busy clearing mud in the aftermath of the flood. But the rice fields continue to mature. On their own, it has ripened from yellow to golden brown. That's the beauty of nature. One does not need to tend to it much. Nature will give you its yield if you flow with the seasons. November. Even the paddy stalks have turned golden yellow. It is no longer green. This is an indication that the paddy is about ripe for harvest. Another week goes by, and one can hardly see any green in the field. The green at the sides are weeds. It is lalang in Malay. Do not confuse them with the paddy plant. And then it is harvest time. For small-time farmers, they will hire a person to come with this harvester to harvest their field. The same harvesting machine will go around the village to work for various different landowners. You saw that dip? That is because they have to go up through a hump that separates the different segments of the field. It is actually more noisy than this. I had lowered the volume. Another hump. You notice the front of the harvester, the rotating thing, it cuts the stalks. See it cutting the stalks, and the cut stalk is stuck into the vehicle below. As you see cutting, the cut stalks go into the machine. Another dip, another hump, boom, dip. As it cuts, this stalks goes into the machine behind the driver. Yeah, this white part. This white part behind the driver. There's a little filtering system there that filter out the grains and skip them, and then the unwanted stalk, they don't want it, it spills out from the back, the red backside. Let's look at it again. It got stuck on the humpy ground somewhat. Clear. When it turns, it's the same technique as a wall tanks. They press on the brake on one side, in this case the left, to prevent it from moving forward, and the right side continue to move, thus achieving a very sharp turn. Notice the sheeting or the 搭边. Yeah. The unwanted stalks are pulled back out as it moves along. Lots of pull. Oh, it is reversing, just like a car. It sometimes needs to reverse to realign itself to the right path. This is how it looks after the harvester is gone. About 1 foot of stalks sticking up above the ground, and you can see the cut stalks that were ejected out lying horizontal. This was one of the stalks at the age that remains. It is not a ripe stalk. When it is ripe, the grain will be so heavy that it will bend down. And just in case you think I got it from the internet, that is my stubby hand with smooth fingertips. Signs that I am not a farmer. They just leave the field alone for another 2 weeks or more. Let it dry up totally. The drier, the better. Why? To use the dried stalks as hay? Unfortunately, the cows and horses here got fresh green grass to munch. They do not need these dry up stalks. So they burn them. Can you see the fire right in the middle of this picture? And the burnt remains are all over the field. Burnt real black. The field is not completely burnt because the stalks that are still on the ground have moisture in them. They don't burn that easy. Again, the ties are not that particular. As long as the cut ones are burned, they are fine. And the field will be left vacant till next year, April. The minerals and nutrients from the burnt stalks goes back into the ground. A good 4+ months for the land to recuperate before the next cycle starts all over again. Well, December is here, and many places in the world is setting themselves up for the Christmas festive season. Chiang Mai, with its share of tourists, will follow suit. So how is Christmas mood in Chiang Mai? Let's find out together in the next session. เจอกันสิฉันหน้า I am glad you watched till the end. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up. It will help me tailor my future videos better. Do subscribe to my channel to keep updated. It is called Singaporean in CM. Have a nice day.